Hello, my lovelies. It has been a while since I have shown my face on this channel. It's been a hot minute. How are you? If you have been watching the gameplay videos that I've been uploading, then firstly, thank you. Your support means so much to me, and I really, really hope you've been enjoying that content, even though it's been a little bit sparse. Sparse? 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 One of the two. Yeah, I just wanted to make a video. This is somewhat very similar to the video I made on my Booktube channel, kind of addressing my thoughts and feelings around the current, in this case, gaming community. I guess in my case, more specifically, cozy gaming, but I think this is something that's happening kind of across the gaming board that I just wanted to put my 2p in. 2p? Cent? Two? I wanted to share my thoughts and feelings on this topic specifically. And the reason why I've been thinking about it is because I've been watching a lot of kind of retrospective, very self-reflective, journal-esque videos from other gaming creators. Well, they don't really make gaming videos. A lot of the people I've been watching, I'll link them down below, but the one creator in particular that's really inspired me to do this is Chiral Drifter. I discovered his channel maybe like a month and a half ago, and I really love his content. His very analytical, retrospective outlook at gaming, and I'm finding that a lot of these kinds of videos, the people that are making them are a very similar age to me, mid to late 20s, early 30s, and I'm finding that I think as a collective in that age bracket, we are trying to reconnect with gaming and why we game in the first place and why we love it so much. And so many of us grew up with the early stages of the gaming industry, right? So like the Nintendo N64, the very first PlayStation, the first Xbox. We grew up in that era when that type of technology was starting to take off and starting to be developed. And we were the ones that fell in love with it and grabbed it and invested in it. And I have been really falling into the rabbit hole of looking at people's kind of physical gaming collections and their retro games and retro consoles and things like that. And it's crazy that they're called retro when these are just the gaming consoles and the games that I grew up with. I remember like 3 years ago, I went to the Natural History Museum, and we went to, you know how like in the History Museum they have like the timeline of like, you go all the way back and then you kind of follow it through. And the fact that in the retro era was the Nintendo Wii and the Nintendo DS, I was flabbergasted that these consoles are now considered retro, like old school. Like, excuse me? Since when? It just got me thinking a little bit. And then the videos that I've been watching recently talking about being more intentional with our gaming, because, okay, I guess this is kind of like my first point of the video. The gaming industry, much like the reading industry, there's a lot of overlap I'm finding between these two hobbies of gaming and reading. And in both of these categories, what I'm finding is kind of the mass consumption that is being pushed on us. So in the gaming case, there are so many games being released daily, and the pressure to keep up with all of these game releases and kind of being kept in the loop, it's too much. It's becoming too much. And what we are now finding is that we're not really engaging with the game. We're not fully allowing ourselves to, we're not fully What is the word? What is the word? Is engaging the word I'm trying to think of? Interacting? We're not fully interacting with it. My brain has stopped braining. Hang on, let me have a sip of my tea. Maybe this will help me. Isn't that little cat really cute as well? Sorry about that. Has the lighting gone all funky? Maybe a little bit. I'm really sorry if it's suddenly gotten dark. We are trying to speed run through these games because of how many games are being released, and we want to be kept in the loop. We want to be involved, and you know, we don't want the FOMO. So we're not fully diving into these games and fully immersing ourselves. That's the word. We're not fully immersing ourselves in these games because we just want to get through them as quickly as possible so then we can move on to the next one. It's a very similar thing that's kind of happening over in the reading community. People are trying to power through books so they don't miss out on the new releases, so they don't feel like they're missing out full stop. I had a little bit of a journaling session. And I thought I would read it out because I feel like it makes more sense. I hope this makes more sense than just my random rambles that I'm doing right now. Okay. Much like reading, gaming acts as a form of escapism. It's a chance to travel to new places, meet new people, and live out lives beyond our wildest dreams. But to me, gaming is also grounding and nostalgic. It brings me back to my childhood, where I still believed in impossibilities, and I allowed myself to think that yes, I am Princess Daisy from Sasara Land, who needs rescuing because she has brown hair just like me, so yes, we are the same person. Gaming allowed me to connect with my brother, who I give a lot of credit to for my love of gaming. If I wasn't borrowing his Game Boy to play Mario Kart, then I was watching him catch Pokemon. Gaming then grew for me when I was old enough to have my own consoles, and I will never forget the Christmas that my dad and stepmom got me my first Nintendo DS Lite, along with Nintendogs. The excitement I felt when I opened the present and saw the DS box was overwhelming, almost electric. These days, it feels like gaming can't be a hobby anymore. You have to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. And then you need to try and monetize it so you can make money, because everyone needs more money because everything is getting more expensive. You need to have the latest tech and the best PC setup, and you have to look cute while you're gaming so you're more appealing. But no, it's enough now. I think a lot of people my age are feeling the same. We didn't grow up watching other people play games. We played them ourselves. And we didn't watch other people to play with each other because they get paid to. We played with each other ourselves, our family and our friends. That is something I love about Nintendo's marketing. It pushes you to keep playing together. I love gaming for the peace it brings me, and I want that peace back. So, to be fair, that was also a little bit rambly. Because I was just having a bit of a journal session. But my points that I was making was that I feel like those that grew up with the boom of gaming and technology, we've lost our way a little bit as to why we loved gaming in the first place. I grew up gaming with my brother, as I just mentioned in my little journal, and he is the reason why I love the games that I play today. I love Pokemon. It's such a nostalgic game, and yes, obviously Pokemon is loved worldwide and it's a multi-trillion, billion, gazillion money making franchise, but there's a reason for that. It holds such a special place in so many people's hearts, and it's generational. People that played it that are now having children of their own can bond and share their love with their children. It's just such a beautiful thing. At the same time, there are so many new games being pumped out, and it feels like we're drowning in them a little bit and we're just trying to keep up. But instead, I feel like, and this is what a lot of people I think are doing, especially this year, is we're taking a step back. We're stripping back. We are allowing ourselves to really take time with the games that we're playing and consuming. Instead of speedrunning them, we're enjoying them. We're spending painful amounts of hours just looking in the nooks and crannies and trying to dig out everything that the developers have put into it. And a game that holds a very dear place in my heart, which will be no surprise because it's a game that I play on this channel, that is Animal Crossing. So obviously I have Animal Crossing New Horizons. I bought this game. Well, the whole reason why I bought my Nintendo Switch Lite was so I could play this game. Before then, I was just still playing games on my Nintendo DS. I specifically bought a Switch so I could play this game, and I have loved it ever since. I feel like this is the part of the video where I could totally go into Animal Crossing itself as a game, because one of the first games I played on my very first console, the console that was mine, it wasn't my brother's that I was borrowing, it was mine, and that was the Nintendo DS Lite in pink, and I still have it. It's on my shelf, it's on my gaming shelf, I still have it, and that was Animal Crossing Wild World. Now, this isn't the copy that I had. That kind of just got lost, so I treated myself a couple of years ago to Wild World, and even just looking at this and holding the game, I was gonna say the game card, not card, packaging box. This game holds such a near and dear place in my heart because of the memories I have playing this game, not just on my own but with my friends, getting excited to visit their towns and see how developed their towns were. I remember visiting my friend's town because she had upgraded her nooks to the point where she then had the hair salon. I didn't have the hair salon yet, so I was so excited to be able to go to her town, visit Harriet, and have the color of my hair change. It was groundbreaking to me. It was life changing, and it was just such a simple game. This is such a simple game, and the music, the graphics, the text brings me to a peaceful place. And then another game I don't have a physical copy of, Animal Crossing City Folk, or Let's Go to the City. That again, I spent hours playing that game. I freaking loved that game, and I actually spent such a long time playing it without realizing I could get on a bus to go to the city. Yeah, that was my bad. But even not playing that element of the game and just playing it like it was in Wild World, where you just simply run around your town and talk to the townsfolk and collect seashells to sell them for money and decorate your house and all that jazz, I still loved that game and put hours into that game. And then when I discovered that I could get on a bus and go to the city, oh, it was over. It was over. My world was shaken. And then a very similar story with my Switch, but I then bought myself a Nintendo 3DS just so I could buy Animal Crossing New Leaf. And admittedly, this is the game I've played the least of, and this is a lot of people's favourite. So I really want to get back into this game and re-explore it and reinvest in it, because I definitely did not put as many hours into this game compared to the others. I'm now realizing that I've kind of lost my train of thought when it comes to Animal Crossing. I think where I was going with this is that with New Horizons, a lot of the people that played Animal Crossing growing up are feeling a bit disheartened with where the franchise is going / has gone. New Horizons is definitely a creative game, and it's a designer game, right? You're designing a whole island, and then you're designing your house, your villagers' houses. With this new update, there's a whole Slumber Island totally dedicated to the design aspects of the game. Even with then the hotel, again, you're designing hotel rooms. It's a designing game, and the heart of Animal Crossing, which was a life sim game, has kind of been lost. I just feel like my love for gaming has always been there and it will always be here, but the overconsumption has made me intimidated to game. There are games sat on my gaming shelf, my backlog, that I'm intimidated by, because part of me is like, as someone who likes to create content and share on the internet, I've fallen into the trap of, oh, well, if I can't document it and share it and try and get views and interaction from it, then what's the point? What do I mean, what's the point? The point is, it's because it's a hobby, it's something I love to do, I enjoy it, and I don't have to share every second of gameplay. It's okay. Like, this hobby is for me. It's for me to take time out to do it. It's for me to enjoy it. It's for me to unwind. And someone that I feel like I need to mimic more is my other half. He is so good at just coming in after kind of a stressful day of work, kicking up his feet and spending an hour, 2 hours just having a good old gaming session. He has a cup of tea and he just enjoys himself and he unwinds and he just escapes for a little bit. And he's not there posting about it, giving updates. He doesn't like record it or anything. He's just enjoying playing a game, and he's doing it for him. He's not doing it for anybody else. It's purely for him. And I think we need to start gaming for ourselves again. I think that's where the issue lies. We're starting to game for others. That I feel like that defeats the point. We need to game for ourselves, and we can game with others as well. We need to game for ourselves. That's what we need to do. I actually don't know if this video makes any sense whatsoever. This was definitely a bit of a thought dump, but these are just some thoughts that I've been having in my head recently that I really wanted to share, especially with the fact that I've been feeling it not just with gaming but with reading. If you're a fellow reader, please go check out my reading channel. Go say hi. I would love to see you over there. Yeah, I do want to approach this channel differently this year. I want to go back to my roots, which is gaming vlogs. I really want to start doing gaming vlogs again, which will hopefully inspire me to pick up some games that aren't just on the Switch. I really want to get back into my handheld gaming. I really want to also get back into my Pokemon journey. I had such a cool, fun idea to make my way through the Pokemon games by generation. I really want to start that again, so that would be really, really fun to do. And just play some of my backlog that I've got just sat there you know. But I will also be continuing with my Let's Plays on the channel as well. I'm going to continue with my Animal Crossing, my Breath of the Wild and my Stardew Valley. I don't plan to add any more to that at the moment, because again, I think that would defeat the point of my whole video. Thank you for watching. Please let me know down below if you have any thoughts on the topics that I touched upon. Again, I'm sorry there wasn't really much of a structure to this video. I just wanted to get my thoughts and feelings. And I'm also sorry about the lighting. The sun has been setting as I've been recording this. I'm gonna head off now. Thank you again for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video, whether that be a gaming vlog or a Let's Play. Who knows, it could be another city chatty video like this, or it could be a retrospective of some kind. I don't know. I've got some ideas, and I hope you will join me for the journey. So happy 2026, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.